Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Sarah, and we are Unabridged, the podcast where teachers take on books.
Join us each week for bookish episodes and check out our website, unabridgedpod.com, where you can find lots of new bookish content every week.
Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at UnabridgedPod and message us there or see our website to get plugged into the Unabridged community. You want opinions about books? We've got them.
Hey everyone, Sarah here. I'm here with teaching tidbit number 21. Before I get started with that, I wanted to remind you that we have a Teachers Pay Teachers store that we have tons of resources in that we've created to go along with a lot of the books we've covered on the podcast. So definitely check that out. You can access that by going to our website and going to support us to find the materials that are available there. So my teaching tidbit today is a little bit different. Normally when I do a teaching tidbit, it's something that you can teach and do with your students. But today I wanted to talk about the importance of self-care for educators, because I know, at least in our school district right now, and I know in a lot of districts across the country, teacher burnout is happening and things are really difficult in some ways throughout the teaching profession. So I wanted to talk in particular about a book that I'm currently working through, and also Jen is doing this as well. And the book is called 180 Days of Self-Care for Busy Educators. It's by Tina H. Bugren, and I will put a link in the show notes so that you can just easily click on it. But what I love about this book is that it takes a week-by-week approach. Each week has a specific topic that is relevant to self-care. It can be related to the classroom. It cannot be related to the classroom. So for example, there are weeks dedicated to sleep, and there are weeks dedicated to laughter, and there are weeks dedicated to unplugging. And there's a whole host of different topics that are covered in this book. And what I really like about it is that it gives you either a prompt for each day or something to focus on, or different things to focus on throughout the week. And then at the end of the week, there's a reflection where you can reflect on how the week has gone, how you're feeling, and all of that. And I think that I've been skeptical of books like this in the past, and of journaling and different ways to get your emotions out on paper. But I think what being in the pandemic has taught me, and also being an educator during this really difficult time in our history, is that it is important for us to take care of ourselves. And I think a lot of times as teachers, we want to give, and never check in with ourselves. And what this book does for me, even if you don't want to do the reflections, and even if you don't feel like writing in the notes section, I think what this book does is it really breaks down different aspects of self-care, which are really simple to do. So this is not something that you're going to have to go out and actually buy things or go to get a massage. It's things that you can do daily, small, tiny things that will just increase your happiness or give you a chuckle. And I think that that's what is really awesome about this book, is it's the small things that you can do to check in with yourself and make sure that you are at least focusing on yourself sometimes, because I know that this year and last year has been very difficult, and we think about our students all the time. I just want to encourage you to take a moment for yourself. And I highly encourage this book because these are really easy things to implement that will help you check in with yourself and make sure that you are taking care of yourself in at least some small way. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but I really, really think that there's a really big problem right now in education with teacher burnout. And I think that this book could help in just a little way. So if you decide to pick it up, or if you decide to do something else, or if you have other great ways for educators, especially to practice self-care, definitely let us know. DM us if you decide to get the book and do it. I actually have a Facebook group that I have that some educators are working through together. And if you want to be in that, just DM us and we'll get you in there if you're on Facebook. But it's just a way to check in with yourself, a way to take some time, even if it's a moment, just to give yourself a little bit of a boost. So let me know if you decide to check it out. I hope that you all have had a great start to the year. I'm really excited to be able to speak during these teaching tidbits. I love connecting with other educators. Definitely connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the places. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for all that you do.
Do you have comments or opinions about what you heard today? We'd love to hear them. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Unabridged Pod, or on the web at unabridgedpod.com for ways to support us. To get more involved, you can sign up for our newsletter, join a buddy read, or become an ambassador. Thanks for listening to Unabridged.